chicken pulao, and it's rather an easy chicken pulao, not a biryani. And I tend to make this when I have come back from vacation or office and I don't have much time, mostly made of staples that are already at home. And you can make any variation of it, and I'll tell you the variations you can add when you're cooking it yourself, or make exactly the way I'm cooking. So first thing first, I need onions. So I'm going to cook the onions. I'm going to first fry the onions off, take about 1/4 out of it just for garnishing. You can completely skip it if you're in a hurry like I do, but today I'm taking time to make this video, so I'll make it pretty. So I'll add some garnishing on top. Fried onions, some potatoes, because my son loves potatoes and Bengalis tend to add potatoes in most of the things. I also tend to add a lot of peas or beans if I have available. As I said, it's a one pot meal, but I want to keep the authenticity of pulao and not mix it up with any vegetables. In addition to that, we'll need rice, chicken, garlic paste, ginger paste, some yogurt, salt, sugar. Now I'm using yogurt today, but you can happily use tomato puree, because I have made this version with tomatoes, tomato purees. Totally up to you. There is no hard and fast rule that you have to use yogurt. You just need a little bit of tanginess in the food. And then you need the whole spices. There's cloves, there's green cardamom, there is big cardamom here. I'll put it in the white so you can see it. There's star anise, there's 2 sticks of cinnamon, and you can see lots of black pepper. So again, another variation to this would be not add black pepper, and probably in the oil add some whole red chili, or even just add 2 green chili to it. But and that's what I usually do, just put green chilies, but today I just wanted to use black pepper and not green chili and red chili. So those are the kind of variations you can add. You can add any other whole spice if you want, like mace, nutmeg, that is Jawitri, and Jaifal, but I try to keep it simple here. You can see there's no other as such spice, no jeera powder, no haldi, no chili powder, because it's a really simple pulao. It's mostly fragrant pulao than spicy pulao. So I'm sure people who are not into spice will like it too. And the 2 most important ingredients is these 2. And I know a lot of people don't keep it at home, but I do. Kevra water and rose water, easily available in any Asian store. I would suggest everyone who is into cooking to buy these, because if you're making a normal chicken curry and you just add a little bit of kevra and rose water, it elevates the dish and it gives you that extra flavor that no other thing can. So this is a standard pulao ingredients, and just adding these 2 will make the difference and make it a fragrant pulao that I want it to become. So let's start the cooking process. Started the cooking process. So I've taken a dekchi today instead of a pressure cooker or kadhai. You can cook it in a pressure cooker if you have that big sized pressure cooker. I'm not going to pressure cook it. I'm going to add measured water and let it cook as you would make any biryani or pulao. So the first thing will be to fry onions till they are golden brown, and then I'll separate it off. So I'll start the frying process. Start frying the potatoes just till they're golden in color. If you're skipping adding potatoes, you don't have to do this. If you just want to stick to doing it in one pan, you can first fry the potatoes in the dekchi and then fry the onions. But I want to spend less time cooking today, so I'm going to use all my 4 gas stops and start cooking the potatoes here. I just want them slightly golden, so when I'm putting them in steam, they cook very easily. So my potatoes are almost fried, and so are my onions. Done, and I have removed a bit of onion, and I'm going to put the onions on one side, keep the flame on the low, and add all the khara masalas and the sugar to it, and let it become fragrant, and then mix it with the. Now my onions and khara masalas are nicely fried, so I will add the chicken to it and start frying the chicken in it. So next I'm going to add the ginger and garlic paste to it and fry the chicken with it. The chicken's been frying for some time. You can see the oil is coming out with ginger and garlic. So I'm going to add some yogurt. Try and avoid the yogurt water because you don't want too much water at this stage in the chicken. And fry it off again for a few minutes before I add the rest of the ingredients. Yogurt's been cooking for some time. You can see the oils come out very well. So now the final process will be to wash the rice and drain the water and add it to the chicken. Now I have added the rice and I'll give it a good mix and let it cook in this for a few minutes while I add the remaining ingredients, which is the salt, the potatoes, and then we will add the remaining water for it to steam cook. So now I've added the potatoes, the salt as per your taste, and this is ready to go on steam. But now for the star ingredient, which makes all the difference to the pulao, is adding kevra water and rose water. So I had a little bit of yogurt water left. I'm going to put it back in the cooking. I don't want it to get wasted. I just didn't want to add it in the first bit because it makes the whole thing soggy. So I've measured the kevra and the rose water in the yogurt water. I'm going to add it back to this cooking. And if you don't have it, please go ahead and buy the kevra water and the rose water. This is all that takes a simple chicken curry or a simple chicken pulao cooked in a pressure cooker to a different level altogether, and your house will smell absolutely awesome. So I've added the kevra water and rose water, and now I will add the water to it. Again, the same measurements. Amount of rice was 4 cups, so I should ideally add, if I was just cooking the rice, about 8 cups of water, but I'm going to reduce it to 6.5 because you can already see there's enough water here from the washed rice and the kevra and the yogurt water that I added. So I don't want this rice to get soggy at all. And then I will put this in the lowest heat, cover it up and not touch it for next 10 to 15 minutes. So now I've added the water and mixed it nicely. The next step is the final step. I just need to cover it up and not touch it for next 15 to 20 minutes at all on the lowest heat. It's been cooking for about 25 to 30 minutes. Now it's time to look at it and the moment of truth. And you can see all the water's drained. It's all cooked. Looks rather yummy to me. And yeah, there is a little bit of water towards the end. You can see. Sorry, it's really hot. But I'm going to I'm going to take it off the heat because the rice is cooked and because it'll evaporate the rest of the water. Now I'm going to just put the fried onion on top and cover it up and serve it hot when everybody's ready to eat.